In a brand new interview, Sammy Hagar says that David Lee Roth is nothing like he is on stage, and his vocals as of late are embarrassing. Back in 2002, Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth teamed up for a once-in-a-lifetime tour where both former Van Halen vocalists would perform their hits with the band as well as songs from their solo career. This tour was hilariously named the Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth Tour 2002, song for song, the heavyweight champs of rock and roll. One of the longest named tours I can ever remember seeing. And in this new appearance on Steve-O's Wild Ride, Sammy Hagar says that he always wanted to get along with David Lee Roth, but he says he's a very difficult person to get along with. Stick around. Before we continue, if you're new to Rockfeed, be sure to hit that subscribe button with notifications on for the latest rock news. And also, I want to remind you, we're giving away 4 VIP weekend passes to one lucky winner to one of these incredible festivals of your choosing. I'm talking about Pantera at Daytona International Speedway, 1 month away. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Enter to win at the link in the description. So Sammy Hagar appeared on Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast, and he wasn't exactly complimentary of David Lee Roth during this conversation. He says he's tried to get along with him, but he says it's just been difficult. He says he doesn't take care of his voice. He's more interested in being a showman than he is of actually being a vocalist. And the two just seem to be butting heads. Here's what he had to say. Hagar opened up on that Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth 2002 tour, and he said, at that time, Roth didn't have a solo career, really. I mean, he did, but he wasn't selling out. I was selling out arenas. I was selling out amphitheaters as Sammy Hagar with the Wabaritas, and I had a solo career. Ask Mick Jagger, ask Robert Plant. You can be the biggest band in the world, and you can't necessarily have a solo career. But I had a solo career. So when I joined the big band, I went back to my solo career. I'm good. I still sell a lot of tickets. Dave, he had that sort of a big album, one kind of a big album, but he didn't have a solo career. He was playing small places. So when he came in with me, he was making like 25 grand a night. I was making 150 grand a night. And they said, oh, you guys are going to make the same money. Dave gets to make 150. I said, he ain't fucking made 50 in his life except in Van Halen. But I said, I've got to do this. So I bent over backwards. And he still always tried to fuck with the rules. He's not a fun guy. He doesn't play well with others. I'm not sure what his problem is. He just always is about, how can I make this guy look bad? And not just me, in life. He's a chest-beating motherfucker. And God bless him, because the early stuff is fucking great. I've tried to say he'd be a fun guy to know, but he ain't like that. He ain't like his persona. When you get around him, he ain't that guy. He's some other cat. He's a showman. Hey, listen, I'm a showman too. But that's his gig. He doesn't care about singing. If he did, he'd take care of his voice, or he'd take voice lessons and get warmed up and do something. Because the guy sang so bad last time he was doing shows, it was embarrassing. But he's a showman. Everything's show. And he doesn't care about his voice, which drives me nuts, man. I care more about my voice than I do my dick. If my dick didn't work a couple of times, I'd be okay with it. I'd be bummed out, but if my voice fucks up on stage, I'm fucking bummed, man. Sammy Hagar is such a legend. He seems like a really fun guy, and he's making it perfectly clear just how much his voice means to him, more so even than certain lower extremities. Again, for a time there were rumors that there would be an Eddie Van Halen tribute show. It just seems unlikely at this point, and there were also rumors that David Lee Roth was kind of the holdup in this process. Hopefully at some point, maybe we'll get that, but I wouldn't hold out hope. I know a lot of fans would like to see that happen. That's your latest update from Rockfeed. Thank you so much to those of you who've been following on Instagram. I really appreciate it. If you haven't gotten there, posting all sorts of new updates about bands that you don't find here.